I'd like to start out by impressing upon everyone on this call to have a great day. And please know that it's a delight to be sharing information with you once again. Truthfully, I almost found an excuse not to be here, straight up. See, whenever anyone asks me to speak publicly or be in on an open forum, my knee-jerk reaction is basically, no way. You may or may not see or hear this upon meeting me, but I may be one of the shyest persons you will ever meet. It's when I bring out my alter ego, E.Poppi, who is a bit different from me, you won't notice my shyness. I had to create him to bypass me whenever I need to just do it. We'll cover more on that subject later, so let's delay no more. You know, I was thinking as summer break approaches, I remember a time when I took my kids swimming. They had their friend with them who accompanied us, who was scared to go into the water for the fear of drowning. Despite all the adults that was there, as well as lifeguards and swim gear, the fear paralyzed the child and kept her from enjoying the cool, wet moments, which most kids long for of summer. My kids pleaded with her desperately, saying things like, "The water's not going to hurt you. Just get in and move around." Then I thought about a quote I once seen by a man named Robert Jordan. "You don't drown by falling in the water. You drown by staying there." So I ask you, what do you want? The pain of staying where you are or the pain of growth? It's your choice, see? Like the little girl, many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. That's a Thomas Edison quote, by the way. And like I say, you have to have a desire to want to be great at this business or anything else for that matter. Be really good at it, and the only way I see getting there is to just do it, because perfection comes through repetition. I'll say that one more time. Perfection comes through repetition. I'm continuously learning daily to allow the space between where I am and where I desire to be to inspire me, not terrify me. It can be scary, yes, very scary. But you must do what others don't want to do so you can have what others won't have. Just do it. Let's say you're not in the mood today. Well, maybe you should implement some practice or exercise that will motivate you to move and get started. Do something small, create a flow, just clean your desk or pay your bills or wash the dishes. You just need to get started. And when you finished that small task, you'll feel more alert and ready to go and do the next thing. You just need to get started and get motivated. So if you really don't feel like doing anything, start with something small and work your way out and up. I personally do this all the time. Heck, I had to do 3 sets of push-ups just to get on this call. I'm just kidding. Well, no, I'm not, but anyway. Then you move. Move the goalposts by setting a large and specific goal. This will motivate you much more than a small goal, okay? A big goal has a big effect and can create a lot of motivation. Also, act like it. If you don't feel motivated or enthusiastic, then act like it. The strange thing is that within a few minutes, you actually start to feel motivated or enthusiastic for real. That's a form of self-motivation. You have to act as if it were possible to radically transform the world. And if you have to do it all the time, do it all the time. In all that you do. Getting started could be the hardest, most challenging part of your task, but actually getting started, even if it's at a slow pace, is a whole lot better than not getting started at all. Just do it. You may have heard me say this before. Always remember to have fun with it, or create fun in your task. Then you'll stay motivated and do it, and you'll finish it. It all comes down to attitude. The type of attitude we have will determine your results. Loosen up. The more tension we have, we take the fun out of everything. Take the tension out. It only complicates things and you'll become uncomfortable and eventually quit. Just do it. If your dream is a big dream, and if you want your life to work on the high level that some of you say that you do, there's no way around doing the work it takes to get you there. It's just not. See, I remember living in my mom's house with many odds against me and being obsessed with music at that time. It consumed every fiber of my being. I ate, slept, and breathed music, actually to the point of no sleep. Well, one day, 4 o'clock in the early a.m. morning, I was up composing a piece of music, and my headphones pulled out, right out of the jack, and there it was. Music blasting into the atmosphere at a time when I should have been asleep, really. Next thing you know, my mother was in my room and asked me with distress and disgust in her voice, "What's your motivation?" Knowing that she meant to ask me, what's my obsession, and being the jerk that I can be at that time and age, I laughed at her question and replied, "What do you mean, what's my motivation? I'm doing it. Just do it. Just do it." And I did. Later to become a veteran multi-platinum award-winning songwriter and music producer proves, as Errol Nightingale once said himself, that whatever we plant in our subconscious mind and nourish with repetition and emotion will one day become a reality. So, thoughts are energy. They emit biophotons, right? That's been proven by scientists. So challenge me on this if you want to. Anyway. So we are now realizing that every single thought you have is emitting some kind of energy, right? That's why the power of prayer works. Sometimes if you think about someone when they're not well and you send them positive thoughts, they end up becoming healed miraculously, right? Or when you think about someone, then all of a sudden they call you. Your thoughts sent out signals. So if you're thinking about things or people who don't serve you well, can you imagine what that's doing to you psychologically? Goodness. Snap out of it, get motivated, and just do it. If something is important to you, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse. And that's too easy and leads you down the road of mediocrity. You could become a person of mediocre ability, and that's not a good look. If needed, act like your heroes. Read about them, watch them, listen to them. Discover what they did that was special, that made them tick. But remember, they are people too. So let them inspire you instead of looking up to them admiringly. Create an alter ego. As I said that I did. Invent a new you. Never mind searching for who you are. Search for the person you aspire to be. Paulo Coelho says, you must be the person you have never had the courage to be. Eventually, you will discover that you are that person. But until you can see this clearly, you must pretend and invent. So that's why I said invent a new you. When nobody else celebrates you, learn to celebrate yourself. When nobody else compliments you, then compliment yourself. It's not up to others to keep you encouraged. It's up to you. Encouragement should come from the inside. Joel Osteen. Build up courage by reliving great moments. Another way is to build up courage by reliving great moments. So while you're out there just doing it, remember your successes and let them flow through your mind instead of your failures. Write down your successes, considering using a journal or some kind of document to document your simple successes. I'll give you an example. When you got engaged, when you got married, when you beat a traffic ticket, when you cooked for your mate or your family, when you graduated, when you lost your excess weight, we've all beat odds in one way or another, right? Your success is defined by you, not by me or anyone else. Use that excitement to pull courage from that moment, and it'll create the next. And don't fear failure. Instead, redefine it as feedback and as a natural part of a successful life. Michael Jordan once said, I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games, 26 times. I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I failed over and over and over again in my life, and that's why I succeed. You should also try to find the valuable lessons in each of your failures. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? It's all a process. There's no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs anyway. And like Jim Rohn says, don't wish it was easier, Wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems. Wish for more skills. Don't wish for less challenges. Wish for more wisdom. The major value in life is not what you get. The major value in life is what you become. Success is not just to be pursued. It is to be attracted by the person you become. So just do it. How often do you think we write our own ending before the story is even finished? How often do we give up on ourselves when our lives are just starting? Things get out of hand, or things get hard, and we immediately back away and assume that means we're going in the wrong direction, doing the wrong thing. If anything, when the waters get thick, that's our sign to keep going. Sometimes it takes a good fall to know where you really stand. Remember that. You may have to fight a battle more than once to win it. There are a lot of people who may fail you for one reason or another. Don't be one of them by failing yourself. Ooh. I'll let that sink in for a moment. Just do it. Okay, I keep saying just do it. But what does it really mean? Effort. Putting forth the effort towards any endeavor. To me, it means to lose your mind in something, to find yourself doing the things that you set out to do. Never thinking about it too much or too little. Just moving through time all the time with focus and intent. So I'd like you to define just do it for yourself. Then email it to me, your just do it definition, what it means to you, okay? Just do it. Be excited. I'll tell you from my experience, the excitement is in the process, the becoming, the idea of becoming. Being is a job in and of itself, in which we can discuss another time. So, you have to become an uncommon person, doing uncommon things to receive an uncommon result and to get an uncommon income. Let your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears. That's Nelson Mandela. See, what I've personally chosen for my life early on has led to my life as it is now. When I chose the companies I went into years ago, I knew deep within me that this would be a backup. When I chose Ambit years ago, I knew deep within me that this would be a backup for and to offset my residual income from other industries. Residual income is something we must all experience. Don't let a job be your only lover, because she will cheat you. She is not loyal to you. She is always looking for a better you to replace and give less to. She will give more to a younger you. There is no firm commitment even with the contract. Why would you love her? Why should you love her? Because she pays you a little something every 2 weeks? Well, I can tell you this. Whatever she is paying you, you're worth more. Residual income told me to tell you this. All this love is waiting for you. You know how the song goes. Don't become complacent, okay? What I've discovered through many encounters with others is that some of you get on your jobs and are taught to be normal, letting your boss and your jobs define who you are. And in most of those settings, you are taught to be normal, but normal gets you nowhere. You are not a product of circumstances. You are a product of your decisions. For me, the greatest part about being in creative works was the ability to expand my thinking. I had to challenge myself each day. I had to challenge myself each day to outdo myself. I was in competition with myself for most of the time. This is where you gotta go. I'm not comparing you to me. Compare yourself with yourself, not with others. Comparing what you have and your results to what others have and have accomplished can really kill your motivation. There are always people ahead of you, most likely quite a bit of people. And a few of them are miles ahead. So focus on you, on your results, and how you can improve on them. So figure out why you're doing something. If you don't know or don't have enough reason to do something, then yes, it will be hard to get it done anyway. Write down your goals and reasons for working towards them. Tape them on the wall, on your computer, bathroom mirror, something. Then you'll be reminded throughout the day, and it becomes easier to stay focused and on track. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. You either will or you won't. Have you ever heard the phrase, some will, some won't, someone's waiting, next? Which one are you? Make each day count. We don't have all the time in the world, so focus on today before tomorrow. Trust and believe you will be rewarded in your tomorrow for and from your works today. Just go out and do it. Have you added to your list? Just go out and do it. Have you even started your list? Just go out and do it. 5 phone calls a day. Just do it. You are never too old or too young to just go out and do it. I teach this to my kids. Last month, my oldest daughter, who was 13, came to me and said she wanted to start a business. So she started her own movie production company, yes, at 13. And guess what? She already has a film slated and should be ready to go into production later this year. She made a website, and yes, she knows how to code and do websites. And in less than 24 hours, she rose thousands of dollars thus far for her short film concept. I taught her, don't just talk about what you want to do, just do it. The people will come. There's always someone who wants to participate either with financial resources or their talents, or both. You just have to be present to present what you have to offer. And now that she's done this, others have called for her to participate in on their projects. Now, she already has a production assistant credit at 13 years old on someone else's project, and she's been casted for a role on a pilot being shot. And mind you, this is her first month of business. Just do it. 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 And while we're on the subject of kids, what's your why? Did you know that you can will, transfer, or assign this business to your kids? So, if not for you, make it about them. What greater gift to leave an income-producing business with minimal overhead to your loved ones? This could work more in their favor than some lump sum of cash that they may or may not, in most cases, be able to manage. Are you having the money talk with your kids at the table? Are you having the money talk? I remember hearing Mario Price mention wealth by design the other day. Well, it starts right at the table. Just do it. There's no guarantees for what tomorrow brings, so doing things today matters most. All you have is right now. You could be put in a position whereby you can't act on or speak about this tomorrow, but if you take action and just do it today, it could supplement for tomorrow, where no action is needed or required of you, because it's already done. Just do it. This happened for me. There was a time when I overextended myself and couldn't manage my debt overload as well as I thought I could. And because I just did it, I got in this business with no hesitation. I hit it. I made regional consultant in 11 days, then 40 days later hit senior consultant, and brought in people like Kevin Walls, brought in a Chuck Chance, who brought in a Carl Scott, who brought in a, oh my God, the list goes on. That put me in a position that all I had to do was get the rest of my customers that was required of me to do in the first place. And it helped increase and balance my income flow into my household, affording me to take a 7.5-year hiatus. Can somebody say residual income is good? So keep on going, and chances are you will stumble on something, perhaps when you are at least expecting it. I have never heard of anyone stumbling on something sitting down. There are times to stay put, and what you want will come to you. And there are times to go out into the world and find such a thing for yourself. Dale Carnegie says, inaction breeds doubt and fear. Action breeds confidence and courage. If you want to conquer fear, don't sit at home and think about it. Go out and get busy. Just do it. Learn from others who have walked the path before you, but be smart enough to know when to cut your own trail. If you don't go after what you want, you'll never have it. If you don't ask, the answer will always be no. If you don't step forward, you are always in the same place. Never give in, never give up, be relentless, be unstoppable, be so hungry that it wakes you up, be so hungry that it keeps you awake. You can accomplish anything. This is your time. Well, my time has come, and E.Poppi is walking out the door, leaving me here, Errol. So I'm getting nervous, and I'm about to leave. I'm gonna leave you with this from Shia LaBeouf. Goodbye, and have a great day.
Stop giving up. You can't do it. Do it. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit. Do it. Just do it. What are you waiting for? Do it. Just do it. Do it. Wake up and work. Do it. Just do it. What are you waiting for? Make your dreams come true. Yesterday you said tomorrow. Stop giving up. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. Make your dreams come true. Do it, just do it. What are you waiting for? Do it, just do it. Do it, wake up and work. Do it, just do it. What are you waiting for? Just do it.